welcome to another edition of Denver Summit FC Pitchside. I'm Lionel Bienvenu along with Brady King and Nick Rothschild, and we're here every week to bring you the latest and the greatest, whatever's happening with Denver's new NWSL franchise. And we are getting closer day by day, guys, to the Summit's next match on July 3rd against Kansas City at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. You can't get here fast enough, though. The Summit hasn't played since May 29th, but they are back to work and back to practice, and they're now at their brand new Common Spirit Performance Center in Centennial.
They are, finally. It's been a very long month without the Summit, so it's good to see them back on the training pitch, getting ready for this next stretch of the season. The brand new facility looks beautiful. Nick can tell us more about that. But as Janine Sonis told Nick exclusively this week, they've got everything they need now to be successful. So now it's about going out there and chasing the championship.
Yeah, so our executive producer, Jeff Howe, and I actually got to see the new facility up close and personal this week. Oh, the smell of the grass is still lingering with me days later. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's beastly, honestly. It gives the club every resource they could possibly need to be successful. And that is where I wanted to start my reunion conversation with head coach Nick Cushing. Coach, welcome back. Welcome to your new digs. I guess first impressions of the new facility when you got back from your trip.
I was really looking forward to coming here and working here, but it's exceeded all expectations that I had. The facility is incredible. The opportunity for our players to get better, the opportunity for us to really work and grow as a team here. In and outside of the facility is there, so it's an amazing opportunity for us as a team.
How does it compare to the other training facilities you've worked at in New York and in Manchester?
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best facility I've worked in, based off the recovery facilities that we have, the performance areas that we have, having the two pitches that are different types of grass which cover the league. The attention to detail here is something that I've never experienced.
The idea of it being purpose-built for you and your club, what does that mean to you as far as having an actual home?
It means everything. I think part of the reason why I really believed in this project was because of the commitment from ownership to giving us every opportunity to be a top team, and the infrastructure, the performance centre, you can see the temporary stadium. It gives us every opportunity. It's a no-excuse culture, and that is one I like to work in. And from day one, I was so excited to come here, and now we get to work here every day. We're so lucky.
Have you seen the training maybe ramp up since returning from break?
Definitely the energy and the enthusiasm of individuals is up because of the excitement, the opportunity to be better. The characters that we have here, they just want to work and want to get better. So definitely individually, the energy is there, but the fields give us so much more opportunity because they're cut to the perfect length that we want. They're brand new, the surface is perfect for the style of football that we want to play. So definitely the intensity and the energy is improved.
What is the message or your message to the team upon return now?
Opportunity. I think it's about understanding where we are, but now working at who we want to be and where we want to go. I think it's as simple as that. You know, we have no excuse here. The performance centre, the results that we've had, you know, even in the games when we may have not picked up the points we wanted, the performance has been there. So the opportunity for us to continue to invest and work in who we want to be is there. We just got to put in the hard work now.
For better or worse, Nick Cushing strikes me as a man who brings an itinerary on vacation. Like, I can't imagine him just lying on a beach somewhere for a week to relax, which is probably a good character trait to have as a football coach. A little bit of obsession driving you to be great, but hopefully the rest of the Cushing clan got Nick to kick his feet up and relax at least a little bit during the break.
Yeah, it seems like he was happy to be back, or back to be with his bestie, Nick.
I miss you.
But no doubt, the guy loves to win. I think he still loses sleep over some of the matches earlier this season that slipped away. But the team played much more aggressive, like he said, going into the break. So excited to see what's to come in July.
Yeah, now they have a place to call home. Yeah. I mean, full-time, permanent, no longer borrowing facilities at Infinity Park. They'll have their own stadium as well here starting on July 18th. So everything is kind of settling down, coming together off the pitch so they can concentrate on chasing that championship on the pitch and what happens in the next part of the season, which starts July 3rd. All right, it is time for a break, but when we come back, oh boy, it's going to be great. We have a real treat for Summit supporters. Goalkeeper Abby Smith is joining us here in studio. And we've got a lot to talk about, so here comes Abby. She is next on Pitchside. Welcome back to Denver Summit FC Pitchside. And today is a great day for Summit supporters and fans, and for all of us as well. The first player guest in studio, the NWSL's 5th-ranked goalkeeper, but number 1 on the roster and number 1 in our evergreen hearts. Take a look.
Welcome to the game. Yeah. Whoa. Bring up the energy.
Needed a chance for Louisville. There's Abby Smith. Sears Smith. Abby Smith.
They gon' remember me. Automatically grab it, won't let the moment slip. Got the magic of classic.
All right, welcome to the show, Abby Smith, everybody.
Yes.
Abby, thanks so much for being here. We are absolutely thrilled that you're our first player guest here. Okay, let's start with this. You've played for 7 NWSL clubs now, some expansion teams as well. How do you compare this Denver Summit FC expansion team to other startups that you've played for?
Well, we're so far ahead of the game when it comes to an expansion team. We brought in staff and players that are experienced in the league, and so that only makes it easier for us to be successful faster. And our investment from our ownership group has been like light years ahead. So it's been really exciting that we're an expansion team, but it doesn't feel like it.
Has it just shocked you, like the support? I know you guys have been so grateful. You stay after games, which we're always amazed by, and talk to like every fan, it seems like. Just the growth of the sport from when you got into this a decade ago to now, what's it been like witnessing that?
Well, it doesn't feel like just Denver supporting us. It's all of Colorado and even surrounding states. There's been so many people that have really opened their arms for us to be here, and it's really exciting to be here and feel so supported and just like this is home already.
You were the NWSL Best 11 Goalkeeper of the Month in March. Lionel mentioned 5th in the league in saves, 4 clean sheets, but what has been your favorite moment of the season so far? I have a couple. The save against Trinity Rodman at Empower Field was pretty cool, and then the 2 that we saw against Louisville to basically win the game, but maybe you have one that's not on my list.
I think there's been multiple milestones that we've had. Our first goal was really exciting, but Mile High, that was unreal. Like that was an experience that I think brought tears and goosebumps because most of the league hasn't been able to experience that. And so for us to have that with our fans here has been amazing. But then also we're now in our facility in Centennial. So it's going to be exciting to have the fans meet us down there and really make that environment our own.
I mean, the fan support, the community support, the record crowd at Empower Field. It's been amazing how this community has embraced this team. Abby, did you expect this coming in, or did you know anything about Denver, Colorado when you signed with the Summit, or what was that like?
To be honest, I've only driven through Colorado. I haven't spent a ton of time. So I wasn't fully expecting all the support, but you've heard whispers of it. You see the grassroots program that they did to bring the team here, and so you could see the excitement, but being immersed in it is completely different. So it's more heartwarming and welcoming and motivating to be here in front of our fans.
How quickly do you feel like the team gelled together when you get a group of that many girls together for the first time? I'm sure you know of some of the players, obviously being in the league for as long as you have, but how did this group gel?
I think the players that we brought in are really intentional about getting to know each other and spending time with one another. The investment from our players and our staff has been way ahead of what I think most teams realistically have. And our team gets along really well. Like off the field, we spend a lot of time together, which is rare for a team that spends every single day together. And it's really nice and exciting that we have not only like our group, but also the friendship and the camaraderie outside of just training.
We see the coffee dates. We keep wanting to get an invite to one of those. Nick and I talk about
try
it.
to catch an invite. We'll see.
We can put it out there.
All right, it's time for a break, but we will continue our conversation with Summit goalkeeper Abby Smith. So stay with us right here on Pitchside. We'll be right back.
when we first came into this league, it was nothing close to this. Some of us veterans had this moment where we were emotional because the growth of this league has been drastic, and the support that Colorado has come out and just gotten behind us is wild.
Alex, you've been on break for a while. I'm sure you're like, can we play a game here soon? When is July 3rd going to get here? But you guys won 3 out of 4 matches going into the break, so you're trending in the right direction for sure. You've played on 2 NWSL championship teams, right?
Yes.
Does this team that you guys have right now, first year expansion team, how would you compare it to those 2 teams, and do you have what it takes to win a championship this year?
Yeah, I think absolutely. Our team is far more advanced than where a lot of people put their expectations on, but I think we have a really good core that we're pushing to win a championship. It's nice that we're bringing in pieces to only make this team better. I would be lying if I said that we weren't pushing to win a championship. Like, that would be crazy to be playing this game and not be trying to push to win a shield, to push to win a championship. And so we're adding more pieces to only make this team better and bring more excitement to Denver.
You mentioned adding pieces. Obviously, Lindsay Heaps is a huge addition that's coming soon. You guys, it felt like you guys really hit your stride going into the break, and now you're going to add her. What do you think she's going to add to this team?
Well, it's very clear that Lindsay's a winner. She has led the national team. She's led clubs that she's been on. And so adding Lindsay to the group can only elevate our experience. And there's a piece of having someone that's homegrown and invested in Colorado. So it's really exciting that she's going to be here soon. I do think that bringing Lindsay in, I think it'll shake things up because, like, you can't ever get complacent and comfortable in professional sports. And so Lindsay coming in will only push people to be better.
Abby, you're always chewing gum.
Oh.
I would never want to chew gum during a workout. What is it about that you find helpful in a match setting? We're grilling you today, okay?
That's okay. Gum is something that, like, helps me breathe. So if I'm not chewing gum, I end up holding my breath. And what I've actually realized that it helps me, like, stay focused. And part of it is if I'm in a situation, sometimes if I'm holding my breath, then I realize I'm, like, gasping for air. The altitude's already hard enough. And so if I'm holding my breath, the gum is, like, the happy medium. And it helps so much because when at that point, sometimes I'm like, what's happening?
What's your go-to flavor?
Polar ice.
Okay.
I was like, why am I having a brain fart?
She's like, bubblicious. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like 30 seconds of flavor.
Yeah,
and then
yes, juicy
rock hard.
fruit.
Yes.
All right, so you're standing there, and here comes Trinity Rodman or Sophia Wilson or Mallory Swanson, or the best strikers in the NWSL. Anything going through your mind, or is it complete silence, complete focus on a breakaway? How do you handle that kind of thing? Because watching the World Cup, guys are facing Messi coming straight at them, Mbappe coming at them, Holland, Ronaldo. I mean, what does a goalkeeper do when they've got to look at that and say, all right, here we go?
There's a reason we train. These players are at the top of their game and they're high-profile players. So we train as close to the scenario as possible. And hopefully pieces of our training come into play during that situation. And so when you have Trinity or Soph or Mal or Chawinga, Barbara Banda, like, these are amazing players that come at you at speed and they're looking to score every single time. And thankfully we have an environment that pushes us to train at that high level. But in that moment, you just have to go on instinct. And hopefully the training session that leads to that moment, you're prepared for.
No time to really think. You're just like clear mind, just instinct, and just do what you do best.
Exactly.
All right.
You are a professional goal stopper. However, I've done some research.
Uh-oh.
And at the University of Texas, you scored 3 goals.
That's right.
One of them from 90 yards away against the University of Miami to win that match. Would you like to comment on your goal scoring prowess, and may we perhaps see that in Summit Evergreen at some point?
Blast from the past.
The internet's forever, Abby.
Yeah, it is. I did score in college. I'm a very proud alum. Obviously, University of Texas, through and through. I scored my sophomore, junior, and senior year. from free kicks. So, yeah.
I watched the video of that 90-yarder. Impressive. Yeah, some
you.
serious distance.
Hopefully I feel like the level of goalkeeping has definitely improved from that. So nothing against the goalkeepers that I scored against. It's just the game just shifted and evolved, and who knows? It could come out, but I don't know about that one.
I'm looking
All right,
forward
Abby.
to
Well,
it.
thank you so much for being up here with us on
Yes.
Pitchside. And yeah, we're looking forward to the second half of the season. I know you guys are too. And best of luck the rest of the way. And we'll see you soon.
Perfect. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Abby.
Thanks, Abby.
Time for another break right now. But coming up, we'll let you know how you can get involved in the show. Let your voice be heard right here on Pitchside. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Denver Summit FC Pitchside. I'm Lionel Bienvenu along with Brady King and Nick Rothschild. And what a great conversation with Abby Smith. Man, that fires me up for the next part of the season, the impending arrival of Lindsay Heaps. And as Abby said, realistically, a chase for a championship in this Summit's first season.
Well, it's easy to see why the Summit love her and why her teammates love playing with her. I mean, she's cool under pressure, calm, confident in all phases of life. So she's a leader I would follow onto the pitch, and it's easy to see why she's had so much success here in Denver.
Yeah, she brings so much experience, and I love just how grateful she is. She's been in this league long enough to know that the support the Summit has shown her is not normal for every other league. So I think she's really happy to be here, and we're definitely happy to have her.
All right, Pitchside is your voice for anything and everything you want to know about the Summit.
That's right. Scan that QR code on your screen. Let us know what you would like to see on the show and any questions you might have for us or the players or Coach Nick Cushing.
Okay, this week's question is regarding World Cup fever. Oscar from Denver says he's watched every single match so far, and he wants to know what the Summit think of Team USA's performance.
I think they've attacked it perfectly well. They're really peaking now. You know, you can see in game one, Christian Pulisic looked incredible. And then, you know, even though he didn't play in game two, the level was still the same, right? They were still really offensive, really attacking. And I think the opportunity for USA is there as well.
They look so confident. I think that the fact that they lost Christian Pulisic for the second game and still had the performance that they did speaks volumes to the other players on that team. Balogun's playing fantastic. Their backline's been solid. I don't know that they've necessarily been tested like they will be against, some of the teams that they'll face in the knockout rounds, but to get out of the group and advance after 2 games and put in 2 really solid performances, I think they should have some believers and some followers, because I think they're going to go deep in this tournament.
Yeah, hard to not be impressed by what the Americans have done so far. To me, they've been the 5th best team at the World Cup, which is wild because they came into the tournament ranked 17th.
Look, very impressed with them. I got to say, a little surprised by the USA so far, but I can't wait to see what they do in the knockout round. So far, what they've done, though, is light a spark under soccer fans all across the country, giving us something to yell and scream about, giving us hope they might actually really have a chance. And it's happening on America's 250th birthday coming up. I mean, it's really a great time to be an American soccer fan.
It is. Can we roll the tapes to a couple weeks ago? Because I think I was the only one who had even a sliver of
yes,
hope
here we go.
for Team USA. You guys were.
I'm going to have to check the
We got to look back at
logs on that one.
But obviously, I'm glad they're proving people wrong so far, coming out with a bang, obviously, in that first game, and it's been fun to watch so far.
All right, guys, great show. But that's all for now. Join us next Friday and every Friday on Pitchside, right here on Denver 7. Next week, we'll be looking ahead to their first match after the break. So we'll see you then. And remember, together we climb. So have a great night and go Summit.